Welcome back to Tansy Academy. In this lesson, in this video, we are going to cover chapter 2, lesson 4, database platforms. We have looked at what a software application is, how a software is built through a SDLC framework. Then we have looked at different database components. Now it's time to learn what a database platform is. So let's say that a database platform is like a kitchen setup where food is your data and is stored, organized, and prepared for us in the kitchen. MySQL is one of the database platforms. See, if you don't understand now, wait until the last slide. Maybe it will be a little bit more clear. Okay. For now, just try to listen through. MySQL, home kitchen. Let's see, you are preparing food. You can prepare food in any kitchen. You can prepare food in home kitchen, or you can prepare a food in restaurant kitchen, or you can prepare a food in hotel kitchen. So the same way, there are, like when it comes to database platform, let me open this slide here. So in previous lesson we talked about this software here, DBMS, right? This is a software. So this DBMS software is like a software. Who is going to build this? There are a lot of companies that build this DBMS software. So the company who built it, they gave their own name. So there are different flavors, vendors for this software in the market. So that's what people call it, DB platform. Okay, so there is a DB platform by name MySQL, there is a DB platform by name Postgres, there is a DB platform by name Oracle, there is a DB platform by name MSSQL. In this way, there are hundreds of DB platforms built by 100 different companies. In a nutshell, what are those platforms? It is nothing but it is a software application. It is a database management system software application that is used to manage, store, retrieve, manipulate your data on the DB server. So that's what that DBMS software is. And again, DBMS software built by many companies. So they call it a different platform. Okay. So MySQL is a different DB platform. That means it's a DBMS built by a XYZ company. Postgres is a DBMS software built by ABC company. Oracle is a DBMS software built by some XYZ2 company. So different companies build the same software, but there are slight differences. We should not go into the difference now. So that is what a database platform means. Database platform means it's nothing but a DBMS software built by some XYZ company. So there is a database platform called MySQL. Okay, see, a home kitchen is simple, used by families to store and prepare food. MySQL is commonly used database for small to medium websites and businesses. Okay, see, don't get wrong here, MySQL is also used for very huge bigger businesses, but I'm trying to explain it, the difference between different DB platforms available in the market. And there is another DB platform called Oracle. Again, this is DBMS software running on the DB server. Okay, Oracle database, it's like a restaurant kitchen, is big and powerful, handling many customers at once. Don't take me wrong, MySQL can also compete with Oracle. Okay, Oracle DB is used by big companies. Yeah, here the difference is MySQL can be used by the small company or big company, even whether it may be one man company or 10 man or 100 like 1 million employees. But the Oracle, because Oracle is costly, so a person who is running a company on his own, 99.9% he might not be using Oracle platform because of the cost involved. There is something called Microsoft SQL Server. It's here the SQL Server used for large businesses and corporate applications. Yeah, definitely you can also use it for low, but you will have to spend money on Windows licensing and SQL Server DBMS software licensing. So let's look it in another angle. Database platform is foundational software system. See, that's what I keep telling. Database platform is nothing but a DBMS software. So it is a software system that allows for the creation, management, and optimization of the database. So what happens within the database? You store the information in the database, the business information like clients, orders, payments, accounts, customers, whatever it can be. It provides the necessary tools and interfaces for storing, retrieving, updating, and managing data efficiently. So database platform is a software. So it provides the means for us to store the data. It's like you are storing a file on your computer, you're storing an image on your mobile phone. In the same way, database platforms or software that will allow you to store the information on the DB server within the database. Okay, so database platforms can support various database types and offer features tailored to different needs. So like, let's say that you have 100 companies, every company has a different requirement. If you're talking about a salon in the corner of the street, it gets maybe 5-10 customers every hour. But if you're talking about Amazon online, it gets millions of orders in a minute or in an hour. So there is a huge difference. So depending on the business requirements, there are different database platforms. Okay, there is a higher difference is called OLTP and OLAP. This is not differentiating depending on the size of the business. This is the nature of the requirement. OLTP is like, let's say this is called online transactional processing system. OLAP is online analytical processing system. I will try to explain very simple. OLTP, let's say that you are trying to place a order on food delivery app, okay, or you are trying to log in and you're trying to do fund transfer in your bank application. These types of activities are called online transaction processing. So how would you know if a system is online OLTP or OLAP? It's very simple. Whenever a business event deals with a minimal amount of data, let's say that one event, I'm trying to place a order myself, I'm a user, I'm trying to place a order in a restaurant, some food item, that's it, right? It's not that I'm trying to place a order for like 100 people. Okay, so OLTP is like, it works with one row, one record at a time. Like we talked about the grocery products in a shelf, snacks, you might be having 10 packets of snacks, so one packet is called one item. In the same way, OLTP always deals with one item only, order. It deals with the order, it goes to the shipping, it's shipped, and then it's updated saying that product is received by the customer. So OLTP always deals with one order or one item, one record, one customer, one bank account. Okay, OLAP in other way is like, whenever let's say I have a business, I'm a business owner, I have 100 branches across the world, and millions of people work for me, right? Now I want to know what is the total sales for today or for January or for this year. Then what happens? You have to put everything together and you have to do mathematical sum calculation on all the sales. See, remember, order is OLTP, or dealing with one order, but here I want to know the sum of the amount over across all the orders. So I cannot use something OLTP like Mysql or Oracle. See, or the people use Oracle also for OLAP, but let's say Mysql, you cannot use again, people also, see, don't get confused here. If you go a little bit in technical, people also use Mysql, Oracle and all for OLAP. But what I'm trying to say is, a given database software like database platform is meant for either for OLTP or OLAP. You can use interchangeably, but it's not recommended. Okay, so OLAP, you get it right, you are trying to run a query across millions of data, petabytes of data or gigabytes or terabytes of data. OLTP deals with only one record. Okay, so there are different platforms for OLTP and different platforms for OLAP. There is and again, you can also distinguish the platforms based upon relational databases, NoSQL and cloud databases. See, what is RDBMS? We have a full chapter 8 on this. And then see here, I can say that RDBMS is, you can, if you know the spreadsheet, right, the rows and columns, your column headers. So in RDBMS, data is stored in a tabular format. Okay, in NoSQL database, you can store files. You don't need to have like rows and columns like a spreadsheet or a tabular grid like cells in the NoSQL. You can even store JSON objects or like whole Twitter post or a whole Word document or XML document. So in NoSQL database. Cloud database is something like the server won't be owned by you. You won't have the server, company or your home. The hosting, everything happens in a cloud, and the Amazon or Google owns those DB servers. Okay, so this server, this will be hosted by Amazon, and you will be renting a space or a slice of this server. And all this is abstracted to you, what is the memory, hard disk and all those things on the server. Okay, so where were we? Okay, cloud. And then a database platform is like a kitchen setup where food is stored, organized, and prepared. We have already looked at this. This is a different platform, MongoDB, Firebase, Postgres. Okay, so there again we are getting into different kitchens, buffet counter, and then this is like fast food counter, and then this is a bakery, okay. So database components, we have already talked about this, and here are the different database platform available in the market, and this does not cover all the platforms available in the market. Okay, so there are hundreds of products, hundreds of companies trying to build DBMS software, so you call it as a database platform. So this is where we will be training on Postgres, Oracle, MySQL, and MS SQL. We will not be dealing with all this. See, if you want to deal with each of this platform, you might need a month or two for each of this platform. So we'll be concentrating only here, and this is a good entry point for the beginners. Okay, yeah, so let's get into the next lesson here.